can't believe the size of these recorders.
I know,
now.
it's crazy.
It's like sticks of chewing gum.
Well, I know it's the Note 7, but I've been told it's not going to blow up here. So.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
yeah, I know. Oh, yeah.
So who do we start with? You guys just going to throw out questions?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Good. So how has your New York experience been so far? Do you guys just fly in, or have you been here for?
Came
We
here
both
yesterday-
flew in
last
last night.
Yeah, okay.
Flew in, like, so far so good. We were like kind of blown away in the taxi at that line outside, which is unbelievably
This thing
huge.
is getting bigger and bigger. And
Huge.
frankly, the Javits Center now is, well, I hate to say this because it really dates me, but this place was probably built in the early 70s, mid 70s, I think. And well, and it's frankly, I think that the size of the con is out. Yeah.
I mean, they're in 2 different buildings now.
It's
Garden,
huge.
Amherst.
Is this bigger now than San Diego? It kind of looks like.
Well, I don't know that it's bigger than San Diego, but the San Diego Convention Center
it's
is bigger than the
huge.
Javits Center.
Wow, yeah,
But no, it's always a
crowd
gas to
looks
come to New York.
massive.
And,
But
you
they're
know.
trying to put more stuff outside.
Are they?
Convention, so that's why there are more lines outside.
Yeah, well, it's crazy, but it's all. But you know what? The thing that I've noticed, and I do a lot of conventions around because they're popping up like zits on a 12-year-old, man. You know, all over the place. But the thing that I've noticed, and it happens here too. I mean, this is New York City.
Just like
I
I
have
think
been
so.
just like skyscrapers and everything, and I have been to half a dozen cons here, and probably dozens around the world. And do you know that I don't care how big the line is, I don't care what people are waiting to get in to see. A lot of people bring weapons, fake weapons, right? I have never seen one fight. I have never seen anybody get pissed off and throw a punch at somebody because they stood in line too. You know what I mean? They're the most wonderful, docile, nice fans. And I'm a sports nut. I don't. You go to Yankee Stadium or Shea Stadium or Madison Square Garden, somebody has a beer, the ref makes the wrong call, boom.
Right.
Every game. And that you just accept that. But at Comic-Con, with 100,000 people in line, sometimes in the hot sun, nobody ever has a problem. It's
In hot costumes.
It is a beautiful thing to
Yeah.
witness. I'm telling you, I'm really
It
proud
really
to be
is.
part of this.
Especially in New York, like
That's what I mean,
feel
this
any
is in
other
New York.
City, like where you have this. I mean, if you like start your day like I get off in like Union Square or something and walk, it's just like a parade of
Oh,
people
yeah.
in costumes, and like New York, like that's not even.
They
like,
don't
a
even-
thing. Like
they don't
that's-
pay any
this is
attention.
Another day, like it's so
Yeah.
inclusive.
Oh wow, the
and-
guy's talking to
Yeah.
himself and pooping
Yeah.
on the sidewalk. Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever.
see.
No, but it's a beautiful thing to witness, and I'm really grateful to be part of it.
I gotta ask you, being an older fan, I grew up with James Avery as the original Shredder. And,
Yeah.
I mean, there were so many after him, and it's almost to the point where, like, you know, it's like, yeah, but it wasn't James Avery. Yeah, it's a cool Shredder, but it wasn't James Avery. I mean, your version with the voice is just captivating. It's become a favorite of mine with his.
Oh, man,
Right?
cool, thank you.
How did you come up with your version of his voice? As there's been so many different ones. How did you come up with your version? You're like, all right, this is the one I want to stick with.
Well, I figured he was going to be definitely a bad guy, and with respect to Mr. Avery, I wanted to make sure I kept away from anything he did for that role. So there was one Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie that came out, an animated version. Galen Walker is a Maji. I forgot what.
Right? Was that the one that when Nolan North was Raphael?
Right.
Yeah.
And I played a General Aguila or some character like that. Did I say the name right? It's terrible.
Yeah, it was the like.
Turtle.
It was
TMNT.
some-
It was
It was just
essentially
called
the fourth
TMNT,
one
I
in
think.
that.
Yeah, it was a weird dimension. It was a statue, I guess it came to life, a bad guy. And it was a very similar tone in his voice, but it was very low and stuff. So I figured, let me incorporate that with this new Shredder. And he just was he was just basically walking venom and rage and and revenge. So I just put that, basically, I figured this is what, this character should be like, with the guidance of Sarah Noonan, who was casting at the time, during the auditions for that role. So that she basically helped guide me into how to find that character.
And you know what? The proof in the pudding is that the audience, folks your age, who were a little bit reticent about the whole new franchise. I totally get that. My son is 32, and he said, I'll watch a few and let you know. He called me after watching 5 of them, and he said, holy shit, this is great.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Oh, that's cool.
So and we know, you guys know because you're in this medium, people don't like something, it gets around like that.
Right.
Because the internet is instantaneous. On the other hand, if somebody does really knock it out of the park with their own interpretation because they're a solid actor, that gets around too, going, no, dude, you got to watch this. This is really good. And Nickelodeon would have blown all this dough doing 5 seasons if people had said we don't like it. So that really is a testament to the Ciro and Brandon, but to take on
and Andrea
Romano, our director, who's going to be at our panel today. But that is a testament to what Kevin has done in that character, because it could have gone bad.
Thank you, Rob.
True. Yeah.
And I had no idea there were different incarnations for the role. I didn't know that. I thought it was James. I had no idea. No, I didn't know.
I think there's been like 8 different,
Really?
different movies.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Even Kevin Nash, the wrestler, was I think in the movie for Shredder for the second movie.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
Shredder for the
He just,
second movie.
it was the body double.
It was the body.
for-
Oh,
Did the
okay,
voice.
yeah. You mean for the Michael Bay feature? Or?
No,
the original,
the
second
original
movie.
Turtles, the guys with the
Oh,
turtle
no,
costumes.
I didn't know that. No, I didn't know.
I mean, especially with Donatello. This version of
you're right.
Donatello, it's kind of been like a hybrid of like your 2 roles between Donnie, the way Donnie was originally, and your original Raphael. With like,
Right.
almost like you got the classic Donnie brains in a little bit, but Donnie's also like got that bit of the Raph
Yep.
smartass in him. I mean, how was that like? How did that come to be? Transition, like kind of merging the two together.
Well,
when
you
came to
pretty
this?
much answered your question. It
Okay.
was on purpose. No, that was great, because when I got called to audition, first of all, I was pleasantly shocked that they would even be interested in hiring me, because as I said in a previous interview, I was almost a victim of my own ageism, because of course I get up every morning and look at myself in the mirror and say, wow, dude, you're getting old. But that never occurred to Ciro and the folks at Nickelodeon, because they don't care about this, which is one of the beauties of being a voice actor. I can do this till either I can't think anymore, or I choose to quit, or I die. Right? So when they said, we'd love to have you come in and read, and I got over my own self and got over the fact that I was old enough to be their father, I said, hey, I'm an actor. I don't have to worry about this. I'm going to go in and do my best, not worry about what I look like, because nobody gives a damn what I look like. So there was definitely a choice to make an amalgam of them, because Donatello in this iteration has a badass side. He's not a guy who doesn't fight.
Right.
And even though he's not the best fighter, he still is a badass. He also, in this iteration, has a girlfriend, or he wants to have a girlfriend, this sort of forbidden romance and this interspecies unrequited love, right? Between April and Donnie, which in the first version, April was more like a big sister. So here we have a romantic situation where Donnie, his normal, the normal biological stuff that happens when you're trying to impress your chick. You want to hang from the monkey bars and flip around and try to impress your girlfriend. So you can't just be an egghead. He wants to be a badass to show I can protect you and I can do some ass kicking if I need to. So that's where I brought in, that Raphael smart-ass badassness, to the fact that I still wanted to, make some machine that dealt with quantum mechanics, while I still want to really find out what it's like to kiss a human girl, as don't we all? Yeah, thank you very much for noticing that. That was all by choice.
I think one of the things is I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, and I grew up on the
Congratulations.
original
Yeah,
one.
good for you, pal.
And so, I've watched the originals with them.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're amazing, but I don't know if they hold up as well, especially as an adult.
Well, especially the animation, and
Yeah.
as it got toward the end of the series, you'd have Ralph's voice coming out of Donatello's mouth, and I totally hear what you're
But
saying.
I think with this, I mean, coming from the original and Kevin doing tons of other work, I think this show in particular, more than any other, like as an adult, I watch it and I love it and enjoy it, and there's really a lot that plays to me, but also to him. I mean, it's just very basic to him. He can pick up what he needs to, but there's a lot of depth. I mean, what do you guys see in this show that has made it so successful in that way, to kind of appealing to, I mean, not even Turtles fans, but I think adults and kids kind of on a whole nother level?
Well, the CGI thing is, I think, very cool touch to it, for starters, definitely. And the cast, I mean, the camaraderie in the room and the way we goof off and have fun, I think we're taking those moments and putting it into the mic, even though my character wants to kill them all. We're just having
Kill them all, let God sort them out.
Yeah, we're having a good time, and I think, if we don't enjoy playing the roles and then recording it, I really feel that you wouldn't enjoy listening or watching the show.
And I think also, again, it's a testament to Ciro and Brandon, because they are you guys. They grew up being desperate fans of the franchise. So they arguably, and it's not only a function of their desperate love of the franchise, but they're at a certain age now where they have the talent, they have the opportunity, and they have Nickelodeon's blessing and the money to do it. So Nickelodeon and Viacom made a wise choice in hiring these guys to make this iteration of the show, because they totally get it. They get how desperately the fans love it. They respect the franchise. So when they're writing it and they're producing the show, casting it, storyboarding it, it's a labor of love, because they are you. They are fans. So it's not just a way for them to get a paycheck. I mean, Ciro, his father owned a pizza restaurant in Philadelphia. Ciro grew up drawing pictures of our turtles on pizza boxes when he was 10 years old, right? So he utterly gets it, and I think that's why this iteration ticks all the boxes. And when you have something that is inarguably well received by the critics, and this pretty much has been, IGN, you guys, pretty much everybody says, hey, you know what, this is really good. Sells toys. This is a for-profit business, right? I'm a capitalist, that's how it works. And appeals to mom and dad and their kids to go, dude, let's watch Turtles today. Oh my God, I'm watching something with my father. Your son will never forget this.
Oh, definitely.
And my son didn't either. And you won't forget it.
Oh, it's my favorite.
It's the
favorite time of
coolest
the
thing,
week.
right? And you do this with your
Wow.
baby. How great is that? So
Every episode of every season on DVR.
isn't that great?
Oh my goodness! Wow.
And
wow.
you will never forget this opportunity with your child. So when it ticks all those boxes, that's what producers go for, because it satisfies the need to make a profit. It satisfies the emotional need in the audience, and then it also allows families to bond over something that oftentimes would be like, oh my God, my kid has got to have the new turtle toy. They're going, there's a new turtle toy. Let's go to Toys R Us. That's a great thing, and so that I think is why you have this perfect storm of everything merging, and it doesn't happen all the time, you guys. We're really lucky to see this.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Pleasure.